Hello, Just Jax here, and welcome to my channel. I had 2 moulds arrive today, and they're rather dinkier than even measurements suggested. So I'm going to have a little go with the UV resin with them. This one I'm dubious over, because for one I can't see what it actually is. It's meant to be a heart, this one's a brain. This one has got such the tiniest opening that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out of there. So that's why I'm dubious about that one. Now I've attempted to fill it with a little glow-in-the-dark pigment, and this one I'm going to try and insert some cogs in. So first things first, resin. Now I will stop the lid from falling on the floor. I'm going to try and fill up the heart first, though this is going to be a challenge. And I'm expecting bubbles because it's going to be such a challenge to fill up. I think it's getting towards the top. Though I don't know yet how I'm going to actually get this one out. Tiny bit more. Yeah. This one's going to be, that's where the challenge is going to be, is trying to get it out. If I can't get it out, I'm just going to have to cut the mould and have it be a 2-parter. Now with the brain, I'm only going to fill it part way, and then I'm going to try and rest the cog on top. Only about to there. And I'm going to try with the aid of my tweezers here, getting that just in there. Put it down just a tiny bit. And clean. Right. So I am going to get a setting these, and then we'll come back, because I'm doing this on my phone and I think I'm running out of space and I don't want this to cut out midway. So I'm just going to stop it while I do the light up work with this, and then with this. And then when we come back, I'll do the other layer there and we'll give that little squidge test, see how it's doing. Okay. I'm going to let that run for a touch longer because that's working on a rotation of the heart. Whilst that's doing that, let's tuck that right up there actually. So just thought I don't want this to set as I'm going. Looks like we might have a little bubble in there. Now I want to try and get that to stay upright. So I think I'm going to have to do a little layer of this and try and set it while I'm holding it there. And then top it up with this. So I'm just going to do a little layer. Try to hold it in place. That's a good start, isn't it? It's gonna bang. Right. I want to try and hold that in place and try not to wobble. I want it there. Right. Maybe at an angle. Like that. I'm going to accept that there's going to be bubbles with this one because I change my mind as I'm trying to set it. Okay. I think that'll be just about down a tiny bit more. Like I say, I'm going to accept that there's bubbles with this one. This one's a trial and error job. I'm going to have to work out a better process. Especially if I want something erect in there that's quite thin. All right, we'll be back in a second. I'm going to swap these guys around. Okay, we'll come back to that one in a second. The heart feels set, but can we get it out? I don't know. Can we pop the heart out? We're so nearly there. Hey, we got the heart out. Okay, it's not easy to get out, but it does come out. So that's good. And that can do with a little bit of a wash. It's got glow-in-the-dark powder stuck on it still. But the heart actually came out, and it is set. And it does look pretty cool, to be fair. Oh, where am I? It does look pretty cool, to be fair to it. I don't know if you can see. It has got quite a bit of detail. Oh, I keep going out of the focus zone. That does have quite a bit of detail. I can see veins. That's where the powder was most prominent. Because I think that glow-in-the-dark powder works it better if you mix it rather than like brushing it on. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, well, that's not as tricky as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be much trickier, trying to stay in the centre. My camera's slightly off-centre today, so... But that is really cool. That would make for a really nice necklace. I wonder if it does glow in the dark. I mean, I won't be able to tell right now. Oh, it will. It'll definitely work better if I mix it in. But yeah, look at that. Okay. I'll take back what I said then. I'm not worried about this anymore. It's just always going to be a little bit tricky getting it out, but as long as it's set properly, it will come out. So that's cool. And I hope you can. I don't know if you can. I don't know if I can get it close enough and in focus enough. Yeah, you can. See those veins? How cool is that? That's a really cool little mould. I'm pleasantly surprised. Let's pop that there for a second. Right. This is not going to be the finest mould, but I haven't really experimented all that much apart from with Moonfart. With inserting things. Though I did have really good results when I cast my girl's puppy teeth in resin. But then I didn't keep moving them around. So let's just fill this up. Get it all a set. Right, I think we're there. I think I want to move it. It needs to go a little bit more up that end or not. No, I think we are there. I think we're going to be flowing over. All right, we'll see how that looks. So we'll come back in a second once I've done the setting. Okay, let's pop him out because he is set. There he goes. Okay. Interesting. He's a little cloudy. But then, oh, I've wandered off. But then he is a wibbly wobbly brain. You can't quite see what's going on in there. So I'm not gonna, probably won't do any inserts into this one. Though we'll see what happens if I buff this up. Though from some angles you can see there's cogs in the brain, but perhaps this one would work best. I mean, it's really clear under there, but then that might also be from what one of the ladies who've subscribed commented, that sometimes it's the moulds. If the moulds aren't shiny themselves, like this one doesn't look very shiny on the inside, it looks quite matte, that can affect the result. But it's cool all the same. It's definitely a brain. But I think this would also work good in that sort of style with just a subtle hint of colour to it. So yeah, they both worked. So the moulds are good. Oh, I've got crumbs everywhere. I had a sausage roll. Puff pastry, so it's flaked everywhere. So I will be using them again. And surprisingly, there was no bubbles in the heart. There's quite probably bubbles in this guy because I kept moving him. Yeah, there's one bubble right in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm surprised there's no... Oh, yeah, and I can see another one like down here. If you'd follow the nail straight down. But yeah, I'll see what happens when I buff them up, because I'm going to be doing that another day. Another video. Tidying up things that I've cast so far. So yeah, I like them both. They both work. That wasn't as tricky. It's tricky to get out, but it wasn't as tricky as I was expecting it to be. So I will happily use that mould again. Perhaps I could make a necklace of hearts. So yeah, that's us for today. It was just a sort of short, sweet one, because I just really wanted to give these a go, because I haven't played with anything that's got a hole that small in it before. So yeah, like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all so much. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care and see you in the next one.